Hey everybody. So this is a rare opportunity for me to mix techie geekiness with baseball geekiness or baseball card geekiness. This is ChatGPT. You may have heard of this AI chat tool that is was released several weeks ago to a lot of press because it's pretty groundbreaking. I'm not going to talk more about ChatGPT except to say that this is seems like it's pretty much blown everyone's minds, and it seems to be the future of search and chat. So it's by a company called OpenAI, ChatGPT, and I'm going to ask it some baseball related questions and baseball card related questions, and let's see the answers. So this is a badly phrased question. So let's see how it interprets a badly phrased question. What is the optimally strategy for purchasing vintage baseball cards at a low cost? All right. There are a few strategies you could use to try to purchase vintage baseball cards at low cost. Shop around. Look for vintage baseball cards at a variety of places, including online marketplaces, local collectible stores, and sports shows. Okay, now I've been cut off. Look for cards in less than perfect condition. Buy in bulk. Consider newer or lesser known players. Be patient. Okay, so let's look at the answers here. Shop around. Okay, we got to this. By shopping around, you may also be able to find cards that are priced lower than other places. Look for cards in less than perfect condition. Vintage baseball cards that are in mint condition can be more expensive than cards that have some wear and tear, that's for sure. Consider purchasing cards that are in good condition but may not be in perfect condition to get lower price. Okay. Buy in bulk. If you can find a seller who is willing to sell a large number of vintage baseball cards at once, you may be able to negotiate a lower price. Consider newer or lesser known players. Newer or lesser known. Well, it's vintage. Cards featuring well-known players or players from earlier eras can be more expensive. Consider looking for cards featuring newer or lesser known players, as these may be more affordable. Be patient. Vintage baseball cards can take time to appreciate in value. So that I've asked this question a couple times to this, and I always get a slightly different answer, but this has come up twice now. Vintage baseball cards can take time to appreciate in value. I don't see how that is a reason to be patient, because you don't want to wait for a card to appreciate in value. If you're patient and willing to wait for the right opportunity, you may be able to find a good deal on vintage baseball cards. All right, so that's pretty impressive. I've had it answer the question better, actually. It's funny that it does it slightly different each time. So it runs an algorithm, and I guess it's riffing. It likes to improv. It's not like this. Yeah, so that's interesting. So let's ask it another question. Who is the best pure hitter in MLB history? Yeah. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, I've asked this question before as well. It's giving me different results already. Wow, it didn't mention Pete Rose last time. Okay, it did mention Tony Gwynn. I love the little disclaimer at the end. How reasonable it is. Okay, so let's read this real quick. It is difficult to definitively determine the best pure hitter in MLB history because there have been many great hitters over the years, and different people may have different criteria for what constitutes a pure hitter. That's so true. Some contenders for the title of best pure hitter in MLB history might include Ted Williams. Williams is often considered one of the greatest hitters of all time. That is actually my opinion. He had a career batting average 344, won 6 American League titles. He was also known for his plate discipline. Okay, Joe DiMaggio was a dominant hitter in the 1930s. That's interesting. This is the first time it said Joe DiMaggio. I think this is the fourth time I've asked this question. He had a career batting average 325 and won 9 American League batting titles. Pete Rose is the all-time leader in MLB history with 4,256. Okay, yeah, hits leader. Sorry, leader in hits. Okay, so he won 3 bet. Okay, Tony Gwynn. Gwynn was a right-handed hitter. Played. Okay, he won 8 National League batting titles. Babe Ruth is perhaps the most iconic player in MLB history and is known for his power hitting. He hit 714 runs in his career. Funny because it's mentioned Barry Bonds before. It's mentioned Ty Cobb before in other answers. It's mentioned Rod Carew in other answers. So it's interesting how this is the first time Joe DiMaggio's come up. Ted Williams is always the first. So I appreciate that. It's also mentioned Mickey Mantle. Ultimately, it's impossible to say with certainty who is the best pure hitter in MLB history, who the MLB history is. I'm a bad reader, as it is a subjective determination that depends on individual criteria and preferences. Very reasonable, ChatGPT. So, yeah, man. I mean, people, this is pretty freaking amazing. Yeah, let me know what you think. Or if you want me to ask it any questions for you. I don't think it tells the future. All right. Take care.